Hi everyone, my name is Allison and I'm a student physical therapist, and this is my patient Ben. Ben is a tennis player who came to me complaining of shoulder pain when he brought his arm all the way up through the full range of motion, and also he noticed some weakness when he was serving during his matches. So he said he's been experiencing these symptoms for a month or so. So upon evaluating Ben, we found that he had what is known as scapular dyskinesia. And scapular dyskinesia is basically just abnormal motions of your scapula. And it can be caused by muscle imbalances and weakness in the muscles surrounding your shoulder blade. So, Ben, can you stand up for me? All right, and turn around. Okay. So as Ben raises his arm up over his head, you'll notice that his scapula, or his shoulder blade, is rotating up to allow for him to get through the full range of motion. So when the muscles of your scapula aren't acting appropriately, then what happens is other muscles need to compensate. And this could lead to further injury down the line of muscles of your rotator cuff and just overall general shoulder problems. So what you want to do is you want to work on the muscles of the shoulder blade to stabilize the scapula and allow for a proper motion so that you can go through a full pain-free range of motion. So the exercise we're going to perform today is called YTWIs, and we're going to concentrate on the muscles of the shoulder blade and stabilizing those muscles. First, I'm going to show you how to perform the exercise, and then Ben's going to perform them for you. Okay, so you're going to begin with the patient laying on their stomach, and once they're in this position, they're going to elevate their arms off the table with their arms still at their sides, squeezing the shoulder blades together. They're going to hold this position for 5 seconds, making sure they're really squeezing their shoulder blades together, and then lower down onto the table. The next position they're going to do is bring their arms up, elbows bent in a almost field goal position, and they're going to squeeze their shoulder blades together again, and they're going to hold this for 5 seconds. Then rest. Then they're going to arms all the way out on the side in a T position, squeezing the shoulder blades together, hold for 5 seconds, and relax. And then arms straight up over their head, holding for 5 seconds, and then relax. So we're going to do 10 repetitions of those 4 exercises, holding for 5 seconds each. Now that Ben is laying on his stomach, we're going to have him lift his arms off the table, squeezing his shoulder blades together and holding for 5 seconds. Good. This is targeting your rhomboid muscles. Good. After this, you're going to bend the elbows and go up in a field goal position. Good. Squeezing those scapulas nice and tight together. Hold for 5 seconds, targeting the middle trap muscles. Good. Arms straight out in the T position. Again, making sure those shoulder blades are nice and tight, close together. Hold for 5 seconds. This again is targeting the middle traps. And then arms up. Good. This is targeting the lower traps. Holding for 5 seconds. Good. Now Ben's going to perform 10 rounds of these. I don't know, do you have them do all 10 rounds? Sure. Okay. Make sure the shoulder blades are squeezed nice and tight. Good. And these exercises are important to stabilize the scapula and allow for proper motion so that you can prevent further injury. Good. Now once this exercise becomes easy for Ben and he feels like his symptoms have started to resolve with this, and then all of a sudden they kind of hit a plateau and they're remaining the same, it might mean that this exercise is too easy for him. So we're going to continue strengthening by performing the same exact exercises with adding weights in their hands. So progressing it is if you feel that you're not being pushed hard enough, if you're not experiencing any pain and you want to strengthen those muscles even further, then you can add weights. And you can start low, adding 2 to 3 pounds. Good. And you know the exercise is working when you are pain-free and the strength of his serve is what it was before. Okay. And that concludes our exercise for strengthening of the scapular muscles in order to promote normal pain-free range of motion as you elevate your arm and to help with his serve.